Now, let me just ask you guys a question. Is there any possible way to watch that video, listen to that music? You guys can hear me? Can everyone hear me? I'm sitting here talking. I want to make sure you guys can hear me.
I can hear you.
Okay. Is there any possible way to watch that video and that music and not put a smile on your face? Is that one of the best music songs ever? The best video ever? It's incredible. I love that song. So that's today's tone. That's setting the tone for today, everybody. Now is that recording button going? Everyone sees the recording button going? All right. So here's where we're going to start off today. So today, and this is day 3 of the Launch Your Brand on Demand program. And we're going to give away $50 gift certificates to Robert Gardner and to Joel Smith, because I forgot to hit the recording yesterday and both those guys had a backup for me. So let's give it up for those guys for saving the day on the recording.
All right.
Recording. So some launch cart merch for old Robert and Joel. So we'll make sure that my team gets with them and gets them their gift certificate. Okay. So let's do a little recap of yesterday. And let's talk about your aha moments. Like, what did you walk away from yesterday? What did you learn yesterday? What triggered you yesterday? What did you see yesterday that maybe really took you to a different level of understanding or comprehension, or I didn't know that? Let me know what you're thinking about there. What happened? What's your aha moments from yesterday? And is my daughter Candace here?
Yes, I was saying hi to everyone. Hello.
Yeah, so Tracy says she learned that print on demand is endless. And that word print on demand, you kind of merges in with manufacture on demand, kind of merges in with drop shipping. And so really it's the idea is that we, as business owners and entrepreneurs, we have products we can sell without paying for inventory up front. We only pay for it after we sell it. We don't have to inventory it. We don't have to pick, pack, and ship it. We don't have to fulfill it. We're just the marketing arm. We're that new retailer, right? We're that store on the corner, right? Mm-hmm. But it's online that can go and become. The other analogy I came up with the other day. How many people know what the word consignment means? Like I walk down I'm literally in downtown Escondido. I walk down the street and there's stores where they have artwork on consignment, meaning an artist brings their artwork in there. This guy's paying for the office space. This guy's doing the marketing. Somebody comes in and buys my artwork on consignment. I get paid, but he gets a commission for selling it. That's kind of what we're talking about here. So that's so cool. So iPhone, feeling inspired to focus on one thing and expand. That's really good. Always have a backup plan. That's good, Joel. Open my mind about the branding. Very cool. Very cool. And I got to get this closed out. We're going to need to get this closed out. Oops. All right. So yesterday we went over print on demand, manufacture on demand, what's possible, shoes. And I forgot to show off yesterday all over print. But you're an artist, or maybe you want to build stores for artists. Look at this all over print shirt that I'm wearing.
That's a nice t-shirt.
And I love this because this shirt is the Lion of Judah, and it's like lions, not sheep. Lions, not sheep, right? But again, now you can create. This is an artist. This is her artwork that she had a painting, and she took the painting and put it on an all over shirt. Now this particular one that she did, you can see the little white line going down. She did it herself. And so I can tell you with Printful, so what this lady did is she bought the blanks and then printed on the blanks. What Printful does is Printful prints on the fabric, cuts the fabric, sews the fabric, and then ships it. So you never get these little white lines on the seams, even though who cares? It's not that big a deal. But it's a little bit nicer, just a little bit nicer. And that's manufacture on demand, right? Because they're actually manufacturing on the demand. Same thing with the leggings, right? Same thing with the sports bras. You can put your entire design over the entire legging. They print the fabric, cut the fabric, sew the fabric. It's awesome. It's awesome. So that's just another. So we did that. And what else did we go over yesterday? We talked about, we gave you guys the coupon. How many of you guys went and got your store set up? Did you guys get your store set up if you didn't have one already?
Did you start creating your logo?
Your logo and getting your account at Printful? I think is what the other homework was. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm looking at my notes from yesterday. We went hang gliding yesterday. That was pretty cool too, right? No one had any aha moments about hang gliding. I thought maybe somebody say, my aha moments, I want to go hang gliding. I want to learn how to fly like a bird.
No.
All right.
Too scary.
So Candace, share your launch links link again. So make sure that you guys have this launch links link and you use it, because again, this has got Candace affiliate links in here. It's my way of compensating her for taking her time out of her day and giving you guys value and helping with this program. And it's just good for her. And again, as you get into our world, we want to teach you how to monetize what you're doing. And obviously you want to do that with LaunchCart and merch stores, but also there's other ways. You could refer people to LaunchCart and make money. You could refer people to the Launch Shops Partners Program and make money. You can refer people to other platforms and make money. And I'm actually working on a little secret thing coming up where there's another big trend happening in the world, and it's e-services. And and so we want to show you guys different ways to monetize your fan base, your email list. And again, tomorrow we're going to get into email marketing and revenue optimization tools. And we're not going to go deep on any of that, but we're going to basically make sure you have a structure and the things that you need to do. But today we're going to build a store in front of your eyes from scratch, brand new, boom, 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 for a client. And this client's amazing. And I'm very fortunate to have been introduced to her. And she worked for Tony Robbins for 35 years. How many people know Tony Robbins and have heard and listened to Tony Robbins? Anybody? I love Tony Robbins. He's one of my favorite personal development speakers or personal development guys. And I don't even know how you even classify him, but he's coached every president of the United States you can think of, every major athlete. He's like the world's best psychologist coach. He's incredible. Anyway, this lady that we're going to build a store for today, she worked for him for 35 years. And so she's unhappy with her Shopify store, which some people are, and she wants to move over to LaunchCart. So she's hired Candace as a Launch Shops partner to help transfer her store and build a store for her over. So that's going to happen today. I want to give away some more merch certificates. So I tried to think about what I could do, what I could say. So here's what we're going to do. If you have a birthday, whoever's got a birthday closest to today, they get $25 merch service, or not merch service, merch. I mean a gift card, $25 at LaunchCart merch. So if that's you, post in your birthday, so we can see who's got the birthday closest to today. September 24th, not close. November 4th, November 30th, the 15th, 10/12. December 26th, January 4th. All right, well, you have to figure that one out, Savannah. So we're going to figure that out. We're going to give somebody that. Okay, so that's one $25 gift certificate. We're going to do another $25 gift certificate. Now, yesterday, in a flash, I showed a product, and I said I have this product behind me on the other side of that wall, that eagle. And I said I'm going to make it available to people to buy 10 or 20 of them at a time, and you sell them from your store, and then we're going to fulfill them for you through the holiday seasons. If you know the name of that product, the first person to type that name in, the exact name of it, you get $25 gift certificate. I see the spinners, I see the button thingy, and just to trigger your mind, here it is. Razzle dazzle. Spin Jam.
I was like, where's Carmen? I know Carmen knows this. She's over there wearing her Forbes day.
Carmen just won $25 of LaunchCart merch. So let's make sure we get Carmen on the list to get her merch, and everyone should have a little spin gym to get your workout.
Did Carmen just win 2 days in a row? Or she won one? She's on a roll.
Yes, and thank you very much.
All right, cool. All right, so with that, here's what we're going to dive into next. How many people know what we're going to do next?
Teacher's pet. She's on camera too. So she is, because we like to see you guys on camera. We love to see your beautiful faces.
Who knows what we're going to do next? Mindset Minute. Okay, so Mindset Minute is a very important Mindset Minute, and it's something that's dear to my heart because I've been really, I don't know, God's gift to me, or I've just been so good at this. I don't have a problem doing this at all. And that's forgiveness. And forgiveness is one of those things that, whether you get cut off driving down the street, or you get angry at me because I did something or said something, or a spouse, a loved one, a friend, a neighbor. Look, the number one thing that's going to help us keep happy, that's why I played that song Happy, right? We cannot be happy and harbor hate or resentment or anger. So we have to figure out a way to forgive people. And my mother has been in the ministry and for now 30, 40 years. She wrote a book on forgiveness, and I'm going to try to find the ebook, and I'm going to try to post it in the group so everyone can have a copy of my mom's book on forgiveness. And I'm one of these type of guys that just really believes that you have to learn how to forgive people that have wronged you. We've all been wronged, everybody, and people that are going to wrong you in the future. And then you have to learn how to forgive yourself. Like, see, one of the problems that a lot of us have is our self-esteem and our ability to drive our train forward, because we're always beating ourselves up over something we didn't do, something we didn't accomplish, or something, or we maybe have that little victim mentality. And the idea is we want to get over that. We want to build on our self-esteem. We want to build up our skill sets, and we want to build our self-esteem, and we want to love ourselves, right? We want to believe in ourselves. We want to love ourselves, and we want to forgive ourselves. And I've done some things in my life that's like, dude, you know, if it wasn't for the Bible and me really understanding the Bible and believing in that biblical principles, I don't know that I can forgive myself, right? Because of stuff that I did when I was, younger and kids. And I'm sure a lot of you have stories like that. We all have our story. So forgiveness is huge, right? So, and you think about the benefits of forgiveness and what that can do for you. It's just kind of off the charts. And I want everyone to think about that. And I want everyone, and again, I don't do all these, I'm just like speaking off, like I prayed about it. And this is what I felt like I should talk about today. So, and I don't really know how you do this. I do know my mom did this one exercise when she used to do her ministry. She would come people and she would preach. And she would talk about forgiveness. She would tell people to close their eyes. And she says, imagine that thing, that person, and again, if you guys haven't heard my testimony, I have this testimony where for a period of time, I literally hated my dad. My dad was an alcoholic, and I went through some stuff with him, but I got over that. And I figured out how to forgive him. Anyway, my mom says you could put your stuff in your hands, like hold your hands out and your cup and close your eyes and visualize whatever that issue is that you need to deal with in your hands, and then just really kind of meditate on it and see it there, and then lift it up and give it to God. Give it to God and let God deal with it, get it out of your thing, and boom, and then feel that weight off your shoulders and get rid of it and forgive those people you need to forgive. Pick up the phone, call them if you have to, but do what you need to do, because that's going to move something out and let something else good come in. And that's what we want to help you do. And we constantly want to work on our mindset and our what we're doing and our health and all that kind of stuff. Because it really, if we don't have the right mindset, if we're not happy, we don't have the right health, it's so hard to build a successful business and do this kind of stuff. So that's today's mindset, man. I hope you guys love that stuff. Amen. Amen.
Yeah. And I just want to say that, what I was told from someone was like, you forgive for yourself, not for them. And that was like an aha moment for me, because you're forgiving for yourself so you could release it. So you could release the pain and the trauma and whatever is stored. And you can walk through life, being able to not be so tense and in anger and hatred. So you're forgiving for you. And ultimately, it also energetically, I believe, goes to that person that you're forgiving as well. Yeah, Joel, right on. Thank you. That was great though, Pops. That was a great one.
All right, good deal. All right, Candace, take it away.
Okay. So I'm not sure. I don't have our notes up.
No, you want to start building the store. We're diving right into building the store.
Okay. So today we're going to show you how to build your store from the foundation up. And I was getting some stuff ready on my end. So give me one moment. Let's see. So I just want to see who's in here who hasn't built a launch cart store before. I want to know.
I know we do have a lot of familiar faces, obviously, but if you're brand new to us and you're just getting introduced to us, raise your hand or say something so we know that's you. Gotcha, Joel.
Okay, so let me try to pull up. I'm gonna share my screen. I was wasn't ready yet, but we'll just go with it. Okay, so I'm in the back end of one of my stores. And so if you're watching this and you're completely new, I'm hoping that you already have your store by now. You already created your account, but if you're watching this and you haven't created your account, you could go use my launch links or just go here and click try it for free and log in. I'm already logged in. So I'm going to add an account. Normally, when I get clients, I start from scratch, but we want to just show you how you can add multiple accounts you can add multiple stores under one account. So up here.
Did I mute myself?
No.
Okay. So just give a quick walkthrough of the dashboard as a start.
Yeah. So let me go ahead and create my account first. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and click create new store. Right up here. This is for any of you who maybe already had a store and you're like, yeah, I'm now creating a new store. I want to build my brand. I want to build a new brand with my with the vision I've had. So create a new store.
And while she's doing that, one of the great things about LaunchCard is we do allow multi-store management. So you can build multiple stores and multiple brands under one account.
Yeah. So the store name is I think it's her name. I don't know yet. What's the store going to be named? Her name?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay. And then
whatever you put there is going to be your link until you personalize your link with a custom domain.
Yeah, and even until that, you can always change this. So I know I've saw some questions like, oh, can I change the name? I'm not set on the name yet. You can change this. So I'm going to go ahead and click create, and it's just going to pop me into a new dashboard of my new store. It's going to immediately bring me in here. So let me go ahead and just fill out this information. And the reason why this part is actually really important, you guys, is if you haven't done your shipping, do your shipping, because once we talk about Printful, once you hook up Printful and Printify, you need to have this, your shipping location or your store address in here so it can calculate the proper shipping. Now, this won't be shown anywhere. You don't have to have your address being shown anywhere.
There is a place where you're going to put the stuff that people will see if you want them to see it, which I recommend that you do have a phone number and you do put your address on your website because it increases trust and makes people think that you're a real legitimate business.
Yeah, we'll show you that. But what you could do though is like maybe get like a different PO box or something. And see, normally I'd be putting my client's information in here, but once I get that, I'll go swap it out. But okay, so I'm gonna go back to my dashboard. So here's the back end of LaunchCard. So if you're completely new, this is what you're gonna see every time you log in. Quick start guide. I encourage any of those who are new, who aren't super familiar, to watch the quick start guide just to continue to grow and learn this platform. Because once you learn this platform, you're gonna be like me, who's just super quick. You know, it's just like second nature for me. Here's support. So if you need help, you can come here and ask support. There's also another place right here. This is a live, I don't know if you want to explain this. It's a live support.
Yeah, no, in the bottom right-hand corner is a blue bubble. And you click that blue bubble and you can get into a live chat with our support team. And you can see that I'm in there and Alexandra's in there and Rio's in there and there's 3 other people in there. And we try to man live chat 24 hours a day. Now we don't have lots of people doing it. There's like 6 or 7 people that do it, but we do try to do live chat. And a lot of times you can just you're stuck. You got a quick question. We can get your question answered right away. And then if for some reason we're backed up on stuff, our reply can come to you in an email and in this chat box. And it'll keep your history of your chat box. And we can do all kinds of cool stuff. And that's the best and easiest and fastest way to get help is that live chat box.
Yeah, so if you are doing anything, you're having problems with Printful or Printify or anything related to like techie support and you need some support, utilize this, okay? Like I said, if you do click this, it will take you to just our help desk articles where you could search stuff and read articles, and there's also some more training videos in here. Okay, and then right here is just your dashboard. So right here is where you would see your analytics. So that's what's pretty cool. You can see your total net sales, total parent orders, total upsell sales. You can change the date range. If you click view all analytics, it just takes you to a more in-depth analytics page. So it's pretty cool. Okay, give me one moment. My daughter is home today, so here you go.
We tried to make the dashboard as user-friendly as possible, and it's pretty self-explanatory, but I always want people to think about, you just go through it, click on every link and look at, okay, what is create new? What is drafts? What is categories? What is sales and coupons? What is inventory? What is reviews? And most of it is very self-explanatory. You can just click and see and go, oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start with the foundation. So this is the side nav bar, but we're not going to go through that right now. I created a store. I already have my logo built. So that's what I'm going to go do first. I want to go add my logo.
Click real quick, view your store. So show them what it looks like.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. I was going to do that, but I wanted to go down here first, I guess. Let me do it how I do it. Here's the before. Okay. This is what your store looks like before you change anything, add anything, logo. Now I'm going to go down here to appearance, theme editor, and I'm going to click, and then, okay, now there's multiple themes you could pick from, okay? And you can, if you hover over them, you can click view example, which I encourage you to do so you can know which, you can get familiar with the themes. And here's alpha. You get to scroll and see what it would look like. You even can go to the shop page, I believe, and you'll just get another look into how the catalog page looks like. So you can scroll down. So my favorite is Launchpad. I'll view the example so you can see what it potentially could look like. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and stick with Launchpad. Let me close out all these tabs. Now I'm going to click Customize. And it's super easy. So it's immediately going to pop me into this general page. So I'm just going to go down this page. So add logo, recommended size, and it gives it to you 325 by 85. I recommend doubling that if you want just like a higher res logo in there. I already have it. I have all my stuff saved over here. So I'm just dragging and dropping it.
Can you go full screen with it, Candace, so it's easier for everyone to see with your browser window? Because we're seeing it take up about 80% of the screen. I see your, yeah.
How do you
maximize? There you go. That helps right there.
So spread apart. My store's gonna look a little funky, so it won't normally look like this. So I click upload, and I get my logo. I'm gonna use this little cursor and just drag it to fit it in there. Her logo is just her name. So look how simple her logo is, you guys. You don't have to overthink a logo. She just has a simple name logo. Favicon, for those who don't know, a favicon would be what you see up here. So you see a little launch cart, super tiny. I don't have one yet for her, so I'm going to leave that blank. But if once I get it, I just come back and I click upload. How do you want your header to appear in your store? Sticky. Your header will follow your visitors as they scroll up and down the page. So I can have it sticky or static. So I can't scroll now, but this will stay up here. So right here is what my dad was talking about. You could display your store's phone number. This does build trust and credibility if you do have a phone number that you can share. But if you're like, I don't want to share my cell phone number, that's okay. I did eventually get like a work phone number. So now will share mine, or I'll ask my clients, hey, do you have a support number? But if you are like, I don't have that, that's okay. Just continue to grow. And then if you want to get a work phone like me, you can do that. Display a link to your contact us page. So if I go right here, this is the contact us page. So you always want to keep that turned on, because once again, that's going to build that trust and credibility. Because if you have new people coming here, they want to make sure that if they do buy something, they can contact you easily. And that's right there. And that's why people like to see the phone number. Display your store's company address. If you turn it on, it'll show. Display subscription form. So this part is what I love, because you want to be capturing emails. You want to be able to communicate with your customers and let them know when you have a new drop release and a new collection releasing. So if I go right here, once again, there's nothing at the bottom. I'm going to show you in one moment what that looks like. But you have your email success. You get to customize this. I'm just going to leave this how it is. Launchcart's amazing and puts that in there. But if you want to customize it, you do that. And then you could play your social icons on the top or the footer. I put them on the footer, and you just add your Instagram, Facebook, etc. Okay, so now I'm going to click save. And then what I also do before I go show you what the store looks like, I'll go to the home page really quick. I'm on the left-hand side, and I just click enable. Even if I'm not going to add a slider yet, and I don't have products created, I just always enable it because I like to see how it looks on the front end. But as you can see on this home page, because right now this is not the home page. This is the product page. So you would click show slider, but you do need to have images created. So I'm not going to turn that on just yet. Categories I don't have. Show featured products I don't have yet. But one of my favorite parts is the show benefit icons. So actually, before I show you that, I just want to click save. And let's go ahead and refresh this store for you. And then here we go. Oh, okay, so I'm back in the catalog, but I'm just going to click on her logo up here and I'll take you to the homepage. So this is what the homepage looks like right now. Okay, so you can see my email is added. I have in my logo. I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to click show benefit icons. This is super cool. I just love it because once again, they built Launchcart so it could be optimized and give you higher conversions. This right here gives you higher conversions because it gives you trust. There's more trust and credibility. Secure online payment, fast customer support, fast shipping worldwide. And you can edit these if you want. If you don't want them, you can take them. You can add conversion icons, and it's cool. You could search literally like hat, or let's like probably not hat. I mean, you probably could shirts. Like you could add stuff. And actually, I shared a story yesterday that I created, and I actually, since she's not really selling stuff, it's just to get people to join in her 7-day challenge. We made it just what she says. We put move, love, and live. So I'm gonna click save. I'm gonna go back over here and refresh. I always like to edit, refresh, because I like to see my progress. And really quick, you guys, I want to see, are there any comments or questions? I know I'm going a little bit quick and I want to make sure I'm acknowledged, but I can't see any comment. I can't see that chat. So if my dad can help me out with that really quick.
Yeah, no, if I see
Hey,
questions, I'll
Candace.
answer them. I'll interrupt you.
Hi.
It's Rochelle. I just wanted to point out that you can get a free phone number from Google. And that's what I did on my site.
Yes, thank you for that, Rochelle. Yeah, so then do that. So do you just Google it, Rochelle? Like just Google free Google number?
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you can just put in the Google free phone number and it'll take you to it. And it gives it, you can get text messages, you can get phone calls. And what I do is I put it in my phone as my business name. So when it rings my business name.
Oh, that's smart. Okay, cool. See, I needed this before I got my new phone. Thank you for that. I do see one question. How do you put it back if you delete it? I'm not sure, Lynette. How do I put what back? Okay, so here it is, though. This is the foundation so far. Now, I'm just going to go down the line. I went from general to homepage, and I'm going to go to colors. So this is where the branding colors come in play, right? We want to be on brand. So we did share in the group yesterday 2 links to help get a color palette for you. One of them was called colors.co. And I'm blanking on the other name, but that is in the Facebook group. So go look for those links if you have not picked your branding colors yet. But since this is one of my clients, I'm just going to go over to her website. This is what I do. And I'm going to go look at her branding colors. So I scroll. I immediately see up here, it says green. Now, I have this really cool tool that I love to use, that I encourage you guys to use, being in this business of creating graphics, content, anything. Right up here, I have this color pick eyedropper. Because I'm like, wait, I like that green, but what color is it? I just hover anywhere, and it's going to give me that color. So I don't know, Dad, or if Savannah, you guys can get that link and we could share that as well, or we'll put it in the Facebook group. But here I'm just going to copy and paste this exact color code. I'm going to come back here and just copy and paste because we're all about branding. We want to be on brand. And then you could do show advanced options and you could change buttons, product price, product titles, category titles. So that's really cool. You do have customization and control over that, but I'm not going to touch that. I don't really need to in this moment. And I don't really ever touch that. I just mainly touch this one. Now I'm going to come back here and I'm just going to click refresh. And look at that. I now have her colors right here. How cool is that? And then I don't know if I should show this. I do have an advanced code that I could do really quick.
Yeah, no, do it. And again, we have a no code platform, but we really want to spruce our stuff up. So we do have a place where you can add custom code for like chat boxes or messenger boxes or live help boxes, but also to do some custom look and feel.
Okay.
And we use it and it's pretty simple. But this is one of the things that why we start our Launch Shops Partners program. And we have a whole, bullpen of professionals that build stores for people, because some people go, I want to have a store, but I don't want to build it. Just build it for me. That's all I want. And so if that's you, you can let us know and we can help you get you plugged in with somebody.
So for anyone though, who's like I said, I'm at the point now where I kind of outsource like really crazy custom CSS, but I have this simple custom CSS that I have saved that is copy paste, and I can share this with you guys in the group. And I'm going to show you exactly what it does. So right up here, it has background. I want to change that background color. And I'm going to go ahead and change it to be that green. So I'm just pasting that new code. I'm going to copy this and I'm just going to paste. And I'm going to click save. So right here, branding, and I'm actually probably going to have to change these colors and you're going to see why in one moment. Now I'm going to click refresh. Check that out. Oh, it did it for me. I think I have the code. I think I have in that code the icons. Oh yeah, I do. I have right here footer. So it's cool. So look at that, you guys. Look how amazing that just went. Let me go back. Okay, to exciting and on brand. Comment below if that was cool. Oh, Tracy goes, okay, whoa, I had no idea we could do this. Yes. Okay. And I hope I just answered that question, John, but I'll share this code for you guys. It's pretty cool. That's this. I only have this one code. If we want to do anything else, I can't really do anything else, but, okay. So now I'm going to put that back. I'll make this more full screen. And so that's how I just did my, foundation for the theme setting. Now I'm going to go to settings. Now, this is all part of my foundation process. I created the store, I uploaded the logo. Now I did the basic editing that I could do to customize a theme. So I'm going to go to settings and I'm going to go to general settings right here. So we already have the store information, the store name, support email. So, I would encourage you to get a support email and enter that in. So whenever someone does reach out, there's like a contact us. This was where it'll go. You put your phone number, store address. This has been moved. And guess what? We already tackled that when we first created the store. Now right here, refund policy in terms of service statement. I'm going to let my dad explain what this is and why they're important.
Yeah, so this is a real critical component that if you, and we're going to help you get your merchant account, so you can accept credit cards on your site. There's not a credit card processor in the world that will allow you to process orders without a refund policy, without a terms of service statement, like, the terms of service. So we said, hey, how are we going to make this really simple for people and really make it easy for them? So Kent's going to show you what that is. So now what we do is we made it simple and easy, but we recommend you read it, and we recommend that you customize it when and if necessary. So go ahead, Kenneth. Now, this in normal places, it might take you 30 minutes to an hour to write the refund policy, write the terms of service statement, or go find one or whatever. But Kenneth is going to show you how to do it in about 15 seconds.
Yeah. So this is why another thing that I love, because as someone who obviously was really new to like the just like obviously this like this side of the, I'm like, wait, I don't know how to write this. So look at this. Generate sample refund policy. Generate. Once again, if I go back here, there's nothing right here. And that's where it's gonna go. And this is gonna build the trust and credibility, and also not only that, you need to have it. But if you like you said, we encourage you to read through it. Definitely. I highly recommend also the refund policy and the shipping. I don't actually ever really change the shipping. I might take out some stuff. But the refund policy, I always edit and I review, because like this refund policy is a sample for anything, like what you could ever possibly sell. So like for example, several types of goods are exempt from being returned. Non-returnable items include, like right here, like personalized merchandise, intimate, such as undergarments or bathing suits. If I'm not selling this, I will just delete it. So I just kind of come through and customize it a little bit. Okay, and I scroll
and there's
down
mail merge fields in there that people think you have to put your name in there. But it automatically adds your store name.
Yeah, so right here where it says stored domain, you do not need to touch those. It's just code for Launchcart to put your name. I remember a few months ago we had someone like, I spent hours deleting and putting my name, and I'm like, oh no. I'm like, it's auto populated. You don't have to do anything. Okay, so maybe it was you, Tracy. I know. Well, now you know for the future stores that you don't need to do that. Okay, so right here is homepage, title and description. This is the SEO, the meta description that will appear on Google. Like whenever you share your link, like in a text on Facebook, it's going to pull this text right here. So I'll put like
that's really, really important. You get that right. It's on brand, your brand message. And again, going to Lauren on her website, where'd it go? I had it up. She has something like choose your path is one of her statements. Stay true to you. Badass and beautiful. Stay true to you and wake up to the magic of your own life. Go ahead. It's just really important that you put a little energy and effort into your search engine optimization for your website and your brand. Yeah.
So I just put for her homepage title rather than it just be Lauren LaHave, official merch store for Lauren LaHave. And then that's where I would customize this meta description a little bit. Kind of take some of what my dad just shared, putting some keywords in there. Like for example, we're not at the product page yet, but even the product page, like you'll see in a moment that when we hook up Printful and start building products, Printful will share product descriptions, but we encourage you to just tweak it. And like what I always do for all of my product descriptions, if I'm lazy, I'll keep what Printful has, but I'll just add in the best gift for, the best tea for, because that's a good, it's a good picked up keyword, gift. Best.
And Jim's asking a question, because it's print on demand, do we need the refund policy in terms of service? Yes. The credit card, PayPal, Stripe, whether it's Bank of America Payment Services, Chase Payment Services, whoever you use, they are going to require you have a terms of service and refund policy.
Yes. And then, okay, so I'm going to edit this later. I'm not going to do this now. Right here, social sharing image. A lot of people actually don't know about this feature, and I love it. Once again, and I probably love it because it's the little things. It's the little things in your brand that matter. So once again, when you text out a link, when you share a link as a Facebook post, it's going to show an image, right? If you don't add an image here, it might just pull one of the images from your store and it's not going to look proper. So recommended size is 1200 by 628. Let me see if I can do this really quickly. I just want to show you an example of what I mean, because I'm a visual person. I always go to
Candace, go to her store and do a screen capture of that square that says shop our products. It's a perfect social share icon.
Okay. I just want to show what I created for Dope Mamas.
Okay, perfect.
So this is what I created for Dope Mamas. I took 3 of my products and I put shop our spooky collection, get free shipping on your first order. So this is an image that's going to be shared in a text, in a Facebook post.
Every time
then-
you share the link to your website, that's the image that gets pulled.
Yeah, to your homepage website, but it's really cool. So I mean, I could do that. Let me go to what image?
Right there, shop our products. Go down right there. Let's scroll down, bottom right there. Shop our products. Now back up. You missed it.
I can't take this. It's not an image I could take.
Just
But-
screenshot it. Just screenshot it.
Okay,
You
well,
can't like screen. You can't screen grab it.
that'll be a distorted image. I gotta show the quality of that I have. But look what I have right here, though. I do have an image. This wasn't on today's agenda, but since we're here, I'm gonna do it real quick. I do have an image of her. I'm just gonna plop this in here. And then since we're on a time crunch, I'm not gonna customize it anymore. But if this were me, I would add some text over it.
Yeah, you want to call to action text on it. You want
Yeah,
people to
call
know.
it. Yeah.
So
So
that's
now I'm
on
just
that's on brand for her, and she's holding up her little cards. I forget what they're called. They're or what are those
they're
cards
like
called?
it's like an oracle deck. They're affirmation cards.
Affirmation cards. Yeah, so the statement could be, you know, get your affirmation cards today.
Yeah. So I'm gonna click upload, download. So that's why I had in the launch links, you guys, Canva, because you're gonna start to get really familiar in Canva. Like I create everything in here. Okay, so
Okay,
now I'm gonna go
perfect.
back here. Now I'm gonna click. Okay. Oh, another thing, splash screen. This is cool too. It's just another cool feature that I don't know if LC users know this. Like for me, Dope Mamas is currently themed out, decked out for Halloween, but I'm gonna turn the splash screen on probably today. I left it open so you guys could view it. I could share it off, but I'm gonna turn the splash screen on, and then I'm gonna revamp the whole store for holiday for what's coming. And then once it's live, I'll turn this off. With the splash screen, I'm just gonna show you an example coming soon, and then I put in mine like on 11/1 we're coming back, but I'm not
You
gonna.
know,
I'm not gonna-
and you could put like an opt-in box there.
Oh yeah, I
Capture
actually.
emails going, get notified when we're live. Enter your email now, and I'll give you 10% off or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I think. I'm like, I should go do mine, but it's okay because I have that on mine. I just I used the MailChimp opt-in box. If I click save, I just want to show you what this looks like. It's just features that you guys need to know that you have. Coming soon. So obviously I didn't put anything, but it's cool. So it's a splash screen. And that's why my dad was saying, still utilize the space and put like an opt-in box. So if people are coming to your store, you're still getting signups. So now I'm just going to scroll back down and I'm going to go ahead and turn that back off. And then right here, expiration time, because you can sell digital downloads. When someone buys a digital download from your store, they're going to get sent a link to receive that download. And you get to set the time that it expires, the link. So I'm going to click save. I'm going to go back here and just refresh this page for you. And then look at this. So remember on that page, we added the privacy policy, terms of service policy. So here they are right here on the footer. Okay. So what is next that I should go over in the foundation? Because I can't really do the domain. So should I just go into Printful?
Do the categories and the menu bar, because that's the steps I do, because I like it to get that formation of what the site is. So if you want to go to categories, we're
Okay.
gonna have IM cards, coaching,
Yeah.
apparel.
So if so my dad and I do things a little differently, which I get. He, like I said, he likes to see the foundation fully built. So he will go to the categories. If you know your categories, you're able to do it. I think the reasons why I don't do that step first, and this is for my stores personally, I guess with clients, I always know what categories they're going to have. But for me personally, I never know what categories I'm going to have. I kind of add them as I go. But it's good to get the foundation and structure this part out first. So I went on the dashboard under products category. So create new. So for this client, I know we're going to be selling a few things. So I'm going to put apparel because she's going to be selling apparel. Description, apparel for Lauren Laha, because this is just internal. It's not really anything. And then parent category, which we're going to show in a moment. So right here is the SEO. This is what you're going to want to customize because once again, like if anything is being shared or what's getting pulled from Google right here, it's going to show. So I'm not going
Yeah,
to
no,
edit.
and again, while you're editing that, so really, when I talk about building a brand and doing stuff, we've gone to great lengths to make Launchcart a very search engine optimized friendly platform. And you can search engine your domain, your main site on those general settings. Now we're search engine optimizing a category. Then there's a search engine optimization for each product. And I know it's extra time and extra effort, but you definitely should do it for your categories, definitely should do it for your site, and definitely do it for your hero products. And that's just going to help longevity for your brand and your brand equity and helping you generate more sales.
Yeah, and that's why I would do something like the best gifts. Like I'm gonna like, and I would Google that, or like that's what I do. I'll like literally Google like good SEO keywords. But I'm not gonna do that right now on camera. So I'm gonna click create, and then create another category. So like she does some of these like these decks of cards. So I'm gonna put I am
Cards.
I'll put affirmation cards. So I'm adding another category. And I can't click save really quick. Oh, let's see. If I try to click create, I can't. You always have to add a description. So that's why I kind of just copy and paste it for this one. Okay, now I'm going to show you really quick what a subcategory would look like, because you might be like, wait, yeah, I have men's, women's, and tank tops and hoodies. Like, what do I do? So I have apparel, but I know she's going to be selling tank tops. I could add tank tops.
Well, she's going to have different brands too. So you could put Badass and Beautiful. I don't know if you wanted to do that, but.
No, because I'll just keep it under tank tops. I'll add it.
Okay.
So then if people always want to search tank tops, it can all be under one. So women's tanks, that's where I will change the description a little bit, because if I add a men's, it'll just help me differentiate. So parent category. If I click this, it's going to go under. So this is going to be the subcategory. If I click save, I'll show you what I mean. So apparel, and then there's my subcategory tank tops. And as you continue to add more, you can like you can drag and drop and rearrange this. Like if I want affirmation cards to be first, so it's really cool.
And do one more, do books, because she's got a bunch of books.
I'm gonna do books. Okay, books. And then what I also like to do, I'm gonna put that one here. I'm gonna do an About Us page, because I know I'm gonna create that. And I believe all of us here are building a brand, and our brand has a lot of meaning behind it. So definitely create that About Us page. Oh wait, that's a category. Ignore. I'm gonna show that actually. That's not over here. I'm actually gonna go to the nav bar in a moment. So that's it for the categories that I'm gonna add right now. And that brings me up, I am gonna go to the nav bar, because just like my dad, I like to see everything up here. So let me go back to appearance and go to menus, because now that I have my categories created, I can go create my menu. So that's also why now this step would be second, because you can't create a menu unless your categories are created. So I already have shop, and I'm just gonna, I like to change this a little bit to shop all. That's just a personal preference, but you could keep it to just shop.
And sometimes I remove that altogether.
Yeah. So now we click add new. So what I created apparel. So to title, and then you're gonna go to category, and then I'm gonna click apparel. Now, do you see really quick how there's tank tops, how it doesn't look like it's a subcategory, but it is. I could just have the tank tops up there, but I'm gonna do apparel. And you could, some people see this and get confused. It has open a new window. I wouldn't recommend that. I only recommend you click this if maybe like you're redirecting to a blog post, or for example, for Lauren LaHave, I might create a page like official website, and I'll have it open a new window. But I've been noticing some users sometimes use this for just categories, and I wouldn't recommend, because now it's taking time.
No, don't do it. You don't do it.
To open up a new page.
Yeah.
Okay, so apparel. So what else did I add? Affirmation cards. I'm going to keep it, affirmation cards. For some reason, I can't spell. Menu item, category. Oops.
Mommy.
Yes. And then I'm going to do books.
What? You want to do books?
Yeah, you want to get a book?
Mommy needs read too.
And then now I'm gonna click add new, and this is where I'm
I
gonna,
want to see Papa too.
okay, when I'm done, okay?
And Nala too. And Mimi too.
Excuse my little one. And I'm gonna
Oh,
create an,
she's- Hi, honey. She's coming to see her papa, which is me, and Mimi, which is her grandma, and Nala, which is our dog.
I didn't create this page yet, but this is how I do it. I could go quickly create this page, but I sometimes will just add it as a placeholder so I remember to go create it. So I'll just add the title, and then I just have it go to homepage for right now, you know, just so it's up there. And I'm going to show you what I mean. But by the way, just so you could see the system links, there's a homepage, there's a shop, there's contact us. Okay, Mariah, please.
I like you too.
No, you just drink some. And then I'm going to add one more, a contact us. Okay, go.
And the system already comes with a contact us page, so she's just linking it to that contact us page.
Yep. So I'm going to click
So now-
refresh to show you. And here we go. Shop all, apparel, affirmation cards, books, about us, and contact us. And I click contact us right here. And that's why I said when that support email, that's where that support email is used for. So when anyone inputs their first name, email, you know, this message will get sent to that customer support.
Now click on one of the categories and show them how the categories stack up.
Yeah, so there's apparel, and then right down here is that subcategory.
And it's a little bit different on each theme, but you can see what she's doing is like she's creating, she's viewing, she's creating, she's viewing, she's creating, she's viewing. And then, you know, then you're going to go, okay, how do you want your navigation bar and your categories to be? I like alphabetical order. So A, B, C, D, and, you know, but she doesn't really quite have it that way. And depending on how you like it, but you can rearrange those, and it's so easy to drag and drop show the drag and drop the menu. So let's say you want to have about us to be to the left of shop all.
Yeah, I think I did show that on the categories, but you can do the same thing over here. Yeah, you can do it however you would like. I personally don't do it that way. The reason why I don't do it alphabetically is I just kind of do it how I want people to shop. Like, what do I want them to like go to? What category do I want them to go to first? The apparel, then the affirmation. It's kind of how I do it. So everyone's style is different, and you're more than welcome to do it however you'd like.
Okay, so there you go. There's kind of like the basic foundation setup. And again, with us coaching you, you can see it would take about 25 minutes or 20 minutes. I literally can do it in 4 minutes, 5 minutes, like as fast as I can type in the menu, the categories, click those buttons for the settings, you know, change the colors. It's literally a 10-minute job right there. Now you go start creating products, and literally we could have products on here. We could have the merchant account hooked up on here and be selling products. When you know our platform and you're really good and fast at it, literally in another 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's just
so
a few products.
Yeah. So I could probably create a product. I haven't created that account, but I can do it. I'm really quick. Steven did ask a question. How do you get the icon? It's like shops or the cat titles bigger. Yeah, that would be coding if you want these bigger.
Yeah, that would be some custom CSS code that you put in that code box. And you can change the font of that. You can change the size of it. You can change the bold and that kind of stuff. There's things that you can do with that, but we're always about speed to market, but it can, as we're talking about brands, we want people to be able to do that. So you can do it.
Yeah. So if you want to create products, you just go to products, you click create new here or add product here. And then print on demand is right here. So if you click on print on demand.
Stop. Show them the design marketplace real quick first.
Oh.
So this is something unique that only LaunchCart has. No other e-commerce platform in the world has this. We have our own design marketplace. So I know in our day where we're doing show and tell, we showed off joy-filled apparel. Go ahead and click on the design marketplace.
Yeah, so right here, once again, if you click create new, you access it over here or add product. You have manual product, a print on demand product, and then here's that design marketplace. So if I select it, it's going to pull up our marketplace filled with many designs. And I'm going to show you how this works. So if I come up, so right here, marketplace, and you can see like, there's just a lot of, I never really go through this stuff, but I'm just going to show you how to search. Like,
type in Christmas.
Okay, I was going to do a different one. But if you wanted some Christmas designs because Christmas is coming up, you would just search that. And then right here, this is the cool thing. Change preview color. So like the top sellers are like black t-shirts and white t-shirts. So I'm going to drag this over to the corner and just click away. Now it's going to show me what these designs look like on a black t-shirt. So let's light this. That one's funny.
And some of the designs come with a dark shirt and a white shirt. So like scroll back up to one of those that have both designs and just
Yeah, so
toggle
if
it.
you hover over them right here, you just click it. So this one would go on like the white t-shirt. Like, let me scroll back up. Click out of here. Like this one would be, was it that one? Which one?
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, so this is the one that go on the white. And then see, I can't see it. So that's why I come back up here and go back to a darker colored t-shirt. And then this will go well.
And these designs are $1, $3, $5. And
then
there's all
once
over designs.
And once you purchase them, they actually get loaded right into your Printful account. So that's why I do recommend you create your Printful account first. Like this will literally, once you click purchase, it'll go right into your Printful library. I mean, if I start doing this now, and I could filter by my purchased, it would show me them. And then it would if you don't see them in your Printful library or you came and got them first, you can just click resync to Printful library and it'll get sent.
And if you're using Printify or something else, you can download them and use them as well.
You'll have the option. So that's really cool. So yeah, you can scroll like since my dope mom is.
Type in coffee for a second.
And I'll search mom, for dope mamas. And I think I typed cool mom and we had some designs in here, so it's pretty cool. I'm not like a regular mom. I'm a cool mom. So Aunt like a mom, only cooler. What do you want me to type in? Coffee. So
yeah,
coffee.
I want to see if we have any coffee.
So a lot of these designs, like these ones, I mean, these still work for t-shirts, but a lot of these we used to sell on leggings. So they're, well, actually look, it's cool. When I went over, they optimized it for.
Anyway, there's thousands of designs in here. And yes, Renee, you get complete, you buy them from here, you can put them on your stuff and you get to use them. These are designs that we either bought and or we created for our platform. And then on the left-hand side, she could spend 20 minutes talking about, we're going to open this up to artists at some point, and it's just going to keep growing and growing and growing. And then we're going to revenue share with the artists. So it's going to be, this is so cool. So literally like the joy-filled apparel that she showed the other day on our show and tell, she got a lot of the designs right from here. And so it's really, really easy and fast. And then there's all over designs. Is there a toggle switch on the left that says all over designs? Patterns, there's all over designs, there's all kinds of cool stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, I wanted to make sure you see that. And again, just so
you can we pretty much have almost every category. And if we don't have it, let us know so we can start working on some designs for it. But okay, so if I go back to products, I'm going to click add product, print on demand. It's going to take me right to our Superpowers app store. And you can click all apps. Actually, I want to show you this. There's all apps, MailChimp, Printful, Printify, ShipStation. So I'm not going to go over MailChimp today, but generally when I am building the foundation of my store, which I've been showing you today, I will go create that MailChimp account, go create that Printful account, and go create that Printify account, hook all three of them up just so they're ready to go. ShipStation is if you're like let's say you make bracelets and you ship out your own bracelets, you would use ShipStation. So I'm going to go ahead and click enable Printful. It's going to take me right to the Printful and you're just going to follow the steps. Normally I'd log in with my client's information, but I'll just do mine. So I already have an account, click continue. It's just going to ask LaunchCart would like to connect your Printful store and have following permissions, authorize. It's pretty easy. Like this is pretty much how it's done. See, I already had an account with Printful, so that's why it was really easy. So if you don't have an account with Printful, you're literally just going to click sign up and you'll put in your email and your first name and last name, and it'll ask you a couple questions. So add product. Literally, it's now synced to my store. I'm just going to walk you and just build a product really quickly. Here is the back end of Printful. I encourage you to click around. I don't want to spend too much time on this. This will be a part of your homework to get familiar with Printful. They have just so many categories that you could search through and go through. And eventually, when you're like me, I know exactly what products I like. Like I literally know the names. So I'm going to go back up here. I'm just going to search 3001. It's one of my favorite unisex t-shirts. Yes, Tracy, you can have both Printful and Printify. So for example, most of my products on my store are Printful, and then my journals, I have them come from Printify. And then I'm just gonna go here and really quick. So here's that shirt. If I click drop your design here, since I'm already logged into my Printful account, I'm pretty good at like organizing. So I have multiple folders because I have multiple stores. So Launch Cart store, my Dope Mama store, my Be Your Own You store. This was actually an old client, my Halloween designs. And I click on that, all my designs are in here. So I like to section it out. So I'm gonna click upload new file. And here's one of, I just went and created it for her.
And Carmen, while she's doing that, ShipStation is if you have your own products. Like for instance, this Lauren that we're building the site for right now, she has all these shirts and shoes and books and IM cards in inventory. So we'll send the orders to ShipStation, and then from ShipStation, she logs in, she gets a discount on her shipping prices and her postage. She prints the label, she sticks the label on it, she ships it out. And whether she does that or whether a fulfillment house does that for it, doesn't really matter. And then once it gets shipped out from ShipStation, ShipStation sends that tracking information back into LaunchCart. LaunchCart then triggers an email that goes to the customer, says, hey, that product was shipped and here's your tracking number.
Yeah. Okay, so I went and created this. I mean, it's her design, but I went and snagged it from a website because I don't have her high-res art file, but I wanted to be able to show you guys a demo today. So right here are all the colors that you have available to you. So I'm going to express this. I know you might be like, oh my gosh, there's so many colors. I want them all. I'm going to encourage you to select up to 4 to 5 colors. And how I do that and why I do that is because if you have 10 colors or 8 colors or even 7 colors, you know, as a customer, a potential customer comes to your store, they're like, oh, I love this shirt. But then they get overwhelmed and they get indecisive with too many color options. And then they don't buy. So you want to give limited options so there's less, you know, overwhelmed and for them to get indecisive. So how I pick my colors for my stores, for my clients is one, I always add a black and white t-shirt because you're going to find those are going to be your top sellers. And then I'll stick to the branding colors. Okay. So like for her store, it's kind of this green color. And if they don't have that, I might not even add it, but I'm going to go ahead and select, I can't even select the black. I won't be able to show on this call, but you are able to add, like I'll be able to add a variant after the fact and upload a new art file. But in this case, I'm just going to focus on one thing. I'm going to select the t-shirt that this design does work with. So a white t-shirt. If I did want to add a color that's, you know, on brand to her color, you know, like there's that one, but you can go through. So like I said, I would go through black, white, and then be on brand with your colors. Because right now, branding, remember? So badass and beautiful. I'm just using this to move. We recommend, so let's say we recommend using a larger image. Once again, because I just snagged this image from her website. So you are going to want to make sure whenever you maybe have a graphic designer or you're creating your own designs in Canva, you want to always be 300 DPI. And for those of you wondering like how to get that, maybe if you're using Canva, in Canva, just make your dimensions be at least 3000 by 3000 pixels. To be on the safe side, 4000 by 4000 pixels. And that'll get you a high resolution. Can you explain actually what the DPI is?
Well, DPI is an acronym for dots per inch. And the more dots per inch, the more clear you can have an image. So again, if you have 72 dots per inch, you can see what that would be compared to 300 dots per inch. So if you have an inch and there's 300 dots per inch, it's much more saturated. The color's going to be, there's no fuzziness to it. 72, you know, is good for the 72 dots per inch is great for the web, but not for print. You know, so we want to have the higher the resolution, the better. And typically you want to have just great images to make that work.
Yeah. And Renee, she says Canva's $150 a year. So yeah, Canva, you do have to pay You could either pay annually or monthly, and I think monthly is like $7 to $10. But the thing about Canva, if you're going to be building a brand and creating, like for me, I'm in social media creating graphics. Canva is so worth it. There's so much you could do with Canva. But if you are on a budget, then I would encourage you to sign up for their 30-day free trial and just create all those graphics within those 30 days. Because if you're in Canva, you have to be upgraded to download a transparent PNG, and you need a transparent PNG for your art files. So my Canva affiliate link is in the launching. So I would appreciate if you do get a Canva account, you click that. Just shows Canva that I'm sharing. But like I said, just use their 30-day free trial and create all your graphics. So here's my design. I'm just going to show you my process of how I create it. I don't want it too high to the neckline. That doesn't look good. One, because I tested it out before. And then also whenever I go to stores, I always look at their placement. How does it look? So I just move it down a little bit.
I put cold water in there, Mama.
Yeah.
It's a cold. It's cold to my
So I moved it down a little bit. I know it's kind of small for you guys. It's even small for me. But right down here, I can see just the mock. No, it's just another angle of this mock-up. So I kind of use that as my reference. Now I'm going to go ahead and click proceed to mockups. Oh, look, another Renee goes, do the 30-day free trial, then cancel. They'll offer you 50% off monthly. There you go. Love that. So this is why I love Printful right here, is because look at this. Look at all these mockup options that I get to choose from. It's not the design isn't showing on this, but when you push it to your store, it will be there. But how cool. And so that's for a guy that, this is more so she's geared more towards a woman, like, at least for this design. So you could pick a design with the woman on it. I like to just do flat mock-ups and then create lifestyle images elsewhere. But if you're like, I love these ones, then you just go with it. So in this case, I'll just pick this one. And it's always going to be automatically selected to push a JPEG image to your store. So just make sure that's always checked. Don't ever push PNG, because that will be a bigger file and it could make your page load speed be a little bit slower. So proceed to pricing. And now you want to give it a title. So this is super important, you guys, when it comes to branding, in my opinion. When you're building out products, I believe that everything should be on brand and it should be consistent. So title everything consistent. I did research like a year and a half ago of these big companies, big brands, and they title, most of these big brands, they title everything consistently all across the board. So I'm going to share with you how I title. You don't have to do it my way. You could figure out your own way, but just figure out what works for you and keep it the same across all products. So I always do the design name first, badass and beautiful. And then I always add a dash. And then I will always enter, is it a woman's? Is it a men's? Is it a unisex? And the reason why, because you guys really quick, you might be like, well, it's already in order. But Printful's not consistent with how they title. So sometimes it'll say like t-shirt, women's. So that's why I'm saying to just focus on this. So is it unisex? Is it women's? Is it men's? And so there it is. And then I'll do the type of shirt. So long sleeve shirt, hoodie, crew neck, short sleeve. I don't like to keep the t-shirt. Once again, you could keep it. I like it to be short sleeve or unisex short sleeve tee. Oh, and then another thing I always do is I always capitalize each letter. Short sleeve tee. So badass and beautiful, unisex short sleeve tee, because I kind of put myself in my customer's journey. Okay, love this design, it's for me. Oh, it's a men's, it's not for me. Oh, it's a unisex, it's for me. Like this is important. They want to know, is this size for them? And then the type of shirt. Yes, they can see the image. Yes, they can see the lifestyle image. But in this case, look, the lifestyle image is a woman, but it's unisex. So a man could buy this and wear it. So that's how I do it. And if, like, for example, if it's a candle, it's just badass and beautiful candle, and you can maybe share the size of the candle. I hope that made sense. If that makes sense, let me know. I'd always do the design title, the dash, the sizing of the product, and then the type of product. Thank you, Joel. Okay. So right here is where you would price. So you have the printful price, which is the wholesale price, which you're going to be paying. Then here's the revenue, and then here's the retail price. So this is totally up to you, but as you can see, the larger the item gets, the more expensive that wholesale price gets, right? I get that. And like you can see here, it goes 15, the retail goes from 15 to 23. I think when it comes to branding, I would want the price to be the same for every product. Because you're a brand, you want people to feel good. And the reason why I feel this way is because in the past, I don't know if you want to share that story, Dad. You know, we basically set the prices how, you know, the retail price was suggested to us. And then we got a lot of backlash from that. People don't like that. They don't like, oh, if I have to buy a 2X, I have to pay more money. That doesn't make me feel good. So I just say, keep the price a little bit the same. If your profit's a little bit less, that's okay, right? And just so you know, generally, depending on who your target audience is, I've always found that small through XL is going to be your the top purchase sizes. But I just wanted to set $29.97 so you could see the revenue. It's up to you once again what you want to set it at. I always set it at between $25.97 to $27.97. I just test. Just so you know, I would recommend pricing it a little bit higher, because if you think about it, Black Friday is coming up. So you still want to make a profit. So that's why I might even do $27.97. So when, you know, Black Friday comes, I can give like a 15% discount, a 20% discount, and still have a decent profit.
Yeah, no, and again, the story with that was we were working with one of our celebrities, and the prices were kind of way out of whack. It wasn't our fault, but and then some they called it, the press picked it up and called it fat shaming, and literally within like an hour and a half, there were 2,000 posts of people complaining about charging more and that we were shaming the fat people. And that was the words they were using. I'm not saying that derogatory. I'm just saying that was what the press said, and that's what the people were saying. And it blew up in our face. And the celebrity called me screaming and yelling and blaming on me. And I'm like, hey, it came from your team, not us.
Yeah.
But again, it really made us aware of that issue. And it's like, you know, it's totally up to you how you want to do it. And percentage wise, it's a pretty small percentage of people that actually buy that extra stuff that does cost more because it's more material, but that's totally your choice. And so the other thing I want everyone to keep in mind too is when you figure out your pricing, what I like to do is that when I'm here and you look at your cost, because it's going to tell you what your cost is, make a note of that. So when you go back into your Launchcart store, you can put it in your Launchcart store, because we're going to be building new analytics and stuff going into next year where we'll help calculate your profits from the Launchcart analytics.
Doesn't it automatically push?
No.
Mine do.
Not the cost. I don't think so.
Yeah, it pushes. If it doesn't on some stores, I need to report that, because mine always show the wholesale price, and it does. And I will admit it shows the cheapest one, so it doesn't show, you know, the 18 or 16. At least for print.
That's something new. I haven't seen that, but okay, cool. But the point is, know your costs, know your cost of goods. So when you do sales, you're not losing money. And keep in mind that you're paying 3% to MasterCard and Visa or Stripe or PayPal or whoever you're using for your stuff. And if you're on our free plan, we're taking 3%. So keep that in mind as well. And then the last comment I have, go ahead and keep finishing, Candace. We're going to wrap this up. We're going in an hour 15. I want to get things through today.
Okay, I got to step away really quick. So I hear my daughter yelling for me. So
okay, go ahead.
But if you want to go make sure that pushes to the store and show it.
Okay. So what I want to say for that too is that one of the things that we coach from in running and building brands is a good, better, best pricing. A good, better, best pricing. And this is something I learned from Burnt. And the idea is that on a good, better, best pricing, you're going to have, like you can have like I showed you yesterday, I have those tennis shoes. They're $50, but then I have my best tennis shoes that are come from Italy for $250 or $300. So it's okay to have good, better, best and have different pricing. And then you organize your store with a good, better, best pricing. And a lot of times, Burnt tells a story about when they were doing stuff with the Gap and Russell Simmons and selling jeans, and they had the Coogee. He worked and launched the Coogee jeans. They had $400 pair of jeans, and so what he did was the $400 pair of jeans was like this show and tell product where people came in. And this was back when no one sold $400 jeans. No one did, right? And so it was like sticker shock. And so when they walked them in the showroom, they got the sticker shock on the $400 jeans, but then they went and showed them the $140 jeans, and everyone started buying the $140 jeans, when at that time jeans still only sold for 30, 40, 50 bucks. And so they had the good, better, best pricing. They started with the higher ones, sticker shock. There's always going to be 5 or 10% of people that want to buy the best and pay the extra, but then you go down and you have your good, better, best pricing. So you can think about that on how you would structure your pricing with your products. Okay, so with that being said, let's see if there's any questions.
And then I just want to, I want to show the product. Do you still see my screen really quick?
Yep.
There we go. I stepped away for a minute to help my daughter, came back here, refreshed the page. Since I connected Printful to my store, you saw me quickly go through that step. It pushed right to my store. How cool is that? So
it's beautiful. And when we build stores for people, they go, "Hey, when did you have time to do a photo shoot?" That's awesome.
Yeah. And this part's really important, really quick. I can't miss this step. So I have to log back into my store. How do I get there? How do I
just hit login right there?
Is it going to log me in?
Yeah.
Okay. So since Printful did push the products, if we go to dashboard and I go to products, it did push it. But this is a crucial part. You have to click edit every product that gets pushed to your store from both Printify and Printful. You want to, remember I mentioned earlier, customize this description really quick, okay? I delete this part, blank product source from. I don't think I like to know, but I don't think my customers, it doesn't matter. It's just extra space. So I just delete that. I'll customize this a little bit to be on brand, okay? And then I add it to the proper category. So apparel, and then what do you know? I added a t-shirt and the category is not there. So that I get to stay right here, create category. I'm gonna put, I guess I would put tees. I could put graphic tees. I can always edit it later. And then parent category, it's going to go under apparel. And there we go. And I want to make sure I select both that main category and that subcategory. That's all I need to do. And if you want to add, maybe you went and created more graphics, you can click add media here. And then that's all I edit. If you want to customize the CSS though, or sorry, not the CSS. I want to show that really quick.
That where's the cost of goods? Where does it show that?
Oh, so it should show right here. See, this has been here for a while.
Oh yeah, right.
So but like I said, but see how I go to 2XL, 3XL, 4XL, it didn't change that price. So I just know that though generally. But right here, customize your product's SEO information. So it does pull from what's already up here, but I always double check it. Like if I edit this one and I click save, I just double check and make sure that it did update the one below. It's pretty good at that, but you know.
Walt's asking a question. Can you export a list of products? We do not have that feature right now. Well, that's something that we could suggest and put it on the to-do list. But right now you cannot export a list of products.
Yep. But there you go, guys. And then once I start building out more products and more categories, you know, I would come back here to my theme editor. I'd go to customize. I know I'm going quick, but you can watch this replay. I'll go to home page and I'll put show featured products and I'll add my featured products and I'll show my top categories. But in order for me to enable this and my slider, I have to create the images. And that's why I use Canva. It's going to show you the exact dimensions for the slider for the top categories. I just do 1,000 by 1,000 pixels. And let me just show you what that would look like, even though you probably are aware, but I'm just going to give you the example. So Dope Mamas, here's the top categories. I went and created my own unique images. And then here's my featured products.
Okay, so let's wrap it up with, you got to hook up your Stripe or your PayPal.
Oh,
so go back there and show the last step. So basically now she's got her store. She built the product, but she can't accept money. Now go back to the store and show that red bar on the bottom real quick. See that red bar on the bottom says this store is not configured to accept payments at this time. If you are the store owner, please follow these instructions. So there's a link to a help article that tells you what to do. But Candace, show them where to do that in the back office.
Okay, so you're gonna go to settings, and you're gonna go to payments right here. Oops. Let me just make sure I save whatever I did. So settings, payments. We have Stripe and PayPal. Those are the main ones you're going to want to focus on right now.
You got Stripe and PayPal and NMI. So NMI integrates with everybody from bank merchant services to everybody else. And through NMI, when you get your own merchant account and you want to grow, you'll be able to do Google Shopping, Google Pay, Apple Pay, all that kind of stuff. OpenNode allows you to accept Bitcoin. So if you're in the Bitcoin world, you want to allow people to pay with Bitcoin, it'll convert your Bitcoin to cash instantly. And the Revere Payments is our newest provider that we recently added. And Revere Payments is a Christian, faith-based, no cancel culture payment processor that we believe in, and we want people to support if you're in line with that type of thing. So we have all the options possible for payments. And once you hook one of those up and you follow those instructions, you'll be able to accept payments and your store's live. Literally,
yeah.
Stripe takes 5 minutes. PayPal takes a minute, 2 minutes. You have to have a business account for PayPal, but it's simple.
Yeah, and like so, you'll click connect enable, and you just follow the steps, answer the questions. PayPal, they will be like it has to be a business account, which some people get confused. Me being one of them, I was like, wait, what? But don't overthink it. Just fill in the information. It's really easy. And then from there, your customers could literally start buying. I always add both. I get a question like, which one should I add? I always add both, but it just gives the customer the option at the checkout. Do they want to pay with PayPal or Stripe? Some people, when they see PayPal, they're like, they once again, just extra trust because they know that if something happens, PayPal will refund them.
Yeah. Okay. So with that, there's a lot more to the platform. There's all kinds of superpowers and apps and bars and email, MailChimp integrations and stuff like that. We're going to go over some revenue optimization tools, but really this is all you need to launch your brand, right? You got your designs, you got your storefront, you got your color schemes, you got your theme, and you're up and you're launched. And the goal for everybody is to get your store launched, get some products, and get ready to start doing some social media posts. And if you're in a position to run some ads, TikToks and Facebook and Instagram and Google, you run some ads for the holiday season because everybody's buying during the holidays.
Yeah.
Everybody's buying.
That's why we're so happy that we're doing this challenge now. That's why I'm focusing on Dope Mamas, because it's the fourth quarter. It's a perfect season to be launching a brand and launching a merch store. So your homework today is to go customize that foundation. Your logo better be created. Go upload that logo to your store. Start building some products. And if you want to go the extra step, I would encourage you to start creating that About Us page. We didn't really show that, but that's part of your homework too, is to click through Launchcard if you're not familiar. Click through every page, every button. But if you go to Appearance and then Pages, you'll be able to add a page and play with that. But
I will say this, I have other friends that have been promoting and endorsing Shopify for years. It's a great platform. But I can tell you this, you cannot get up and launched as fast as you can. And there's no on demand with Shopify. There's apps you got. It's a pretty laborious process. And they have a great platform, and I don't think of us as a competitor. I think of us as an alternative. And we're gonna be an amazing alternative as we continue to grow and continue to build. And tomorrow, I'm going to start off showing you a little bit of the vision of what's coming in 2023, and I'm going to blow your mind. So when it comes to print on demand, manufacture on demand, and drop shipping, God gave me a vision. And we are going to change and revolutionize, I mean, literally revolutionize what's happening and how it's going to happen globally for drop shipping and print on demand and manufacture on demand. And when you understand what we're doing, how we do it, I'll show you a few slides tomorrow that I typically only show to our investors. You're going to be amazed and you're going to be, wow, this is, you are basically on the ride for your life being a part of our Launchcart team and our Launchcart crew and our Launchcart family. So we want to say thank you for tuning in with us and being here with us. It's awesome. I did post the launchrevere.com in the group. If anyone wants to go apply and get a Revere payments account, the question was, does Revere go in multiple countries? Yes, it does. I think it's like 130 countries or something like that. And again, you know, it's one of those companies that, like I said, they're faith-based and Christian-backed, and so we're going to be, they're supporting us. We're going to support them, and we're going to be continuing to bring things like that to the table. Let me look at my notes. Let's see if there's any questions. If there's any questions that you had that we didn't get answered, I saw some questions kind of coming through. Let me see if I go back.
Yeah, and then I just shared the launch links. Think go well. It has the steps, it has the links for, like I said, I would just appreciate if you are creating a new Printful account or Printify, you can use my affiliate link, and then you just hook it up. It's easier actually to create your account and then just go hook it up in Launchcart. But yeah, I can't wait to see the progress. I hope if you guys are working on it, definitely post your links in the group. I want to see the progress of your stores and what your brand's going to be and what your mission is and who you're going to be targeting.
That's fantastic. Is there any last aha moments or any questions you have? And we'll wrap it up here. It's 12:28, and we'll wrap things up. And I do see tomorrow's revenue optimization tools, how to increase your average order value. We're going to show you features and functionality that only Launchcart has. Only Launchcart has. Like literally, Shopify does not have this, so they're not even competition because they don't have it. So we're gonna show you that. We're gonna show you how we kind of take the click funnels, and page building, and we're just gonna touch on it. We're not gonna go too deep in that. And then we're gonna talk about a little bit on the email marketing because it's critical. It's critical to your brand. It's critical to your launch. It's critical to you making money, and a little bit list building. And then we're going to talk about some basic ideas to drive some traffic to your store. And then we're gonna wrap it all up. So
yeah, and then Sybil's asking for that color picker eye tool. So we'll have to share that link in the Facebook group. I don't know. Did you?
Yeah, if you just Google Chrome extension color picker, it'll come right up. And a Chrome extension color picker, it'll come right up.
There's a few of them.
Yeah, there is a few of them. And then Jim's asking, can I change the name of the store 6 months down the line? Yep, you sure can. I'm not sure you would want to from a branding perspective. You know, why would you want to? Because again, if you change the name, it's going to change the link. And if you change the link, any links you have out there, any social media, SEO, any link backs, any social, anything, it's going to break those links or it's going to change those things. Because when you change the name, it changes the links. I guess you could keep the same links and still change the name, actually. That'd be interesting. I don't know about that. Carmen says, can I use my winnings to get a Launchcart t-shirt? Yeah, that's what we're going to do, Carmen. We're going to give you a $25 gift certificate, and then you're going to go buy that at Launchcart merch
Actually,
store.
she has two that she won. So you can buy a t-shirt, a hoodie.
A water bottle, maybe. I got the Launchcart America water bottle. Yeah, we got some cool stuff. Okay, so I don't see any other. Oh, did we figure out whose birthday was closest?
I just got a message.
Renee with one E. There's a Renee with one. Renee. Yes. All right, so you are the closest one to getting that. So perfect. So we had some.
Yeah, so just so you guys know, we will at the end of tomorrow, we will be messaging everyone their gift card codes and details with that. So just give us an extra, I guess, to the end of tomorrow, okay?
Yeah.
We have notes on all the winners.
Thank you, everybody. We appreciate you. Your time is the most valuable thing in the world, and you gave us an hour and a half. So thank you. We want you to be successful. Your success really is our success. If you're not successful on our platform and you're not talking about it, you're not telling other people about it, we don't grow. So that's why we're here. That's why we're doing what we're doing. And we appreciate you. And we want you to wake up every day with an attitude of gratitude and tell somebody you love them. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Yay.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Yes, thank you. Woohoo, Carmen.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Can't wait. Woo.